So first of all, I would like to shortly introduce myself. My name is Silvia, and today I will be representing Kaunas University of Technology in Lithuania. So shortly, who are we and what can we offer at our university? First of all, I would like to begin about Lithuania because usually when I tell that we are from Lithuania, people don't know where the country is. So we are a small country in Northern Europe. Our area is pretty small, it's 65,000 kilometers. Population is less than 3 million. And the little thing, what usually people don't know is that we speak Lithuanian language, usually very proud about it. Our capital is Vilnius. So our university is located in Kaunas, which is second city in Lithuania. We are part of European Union and we use euro as a currency. So about Kaunas. Kaunas is among top 10 most cost-effective cities in Europe. So basically 400 euros per month is more than enough here. And we are located basically in the center everywhere. To begin with, we are almost located in the center in Lithuania, so it's very easy to reach any city in Lithuania, and at the same time, Lithuania is in the center of Europe, so the flight would usually take 2-3 hours to any European city. And about Kaunas. The Kaunas is called City of Students, and the reason is why is that because first of all we have about 50,000 students in Kaunas, and every 7th inhabitant is a student. So basically there's a huge difference when the summer comes, when students go home, and then later on September we can see students coming back to the city and it gets crowded again. Also, one thing, the cultural event will happen on 2022. Kaunas will be the cultural capital of Europe. Also, I would like to mention that 90% of employment rate for technology graduates exactly from KTU. So KTU is well known for linkage with business leadership and scientific research. We have Santaka Valley, which is, we are very proud of it. And KTU is largest and oldest technological university in Lithuania. Also, not if we talk about a bit more, it's one of the largest in Baltics as well. So about the university, we have 9 faculties, 8 research institutes and 2 valleys, and 4 campuses in 3 cities. So shortly about the faculties and the university, most of the faculties are located in Kaunas. So yeah, we have mainly, like, if you intend to study engineering, we have the Faculty of Mechanical Engineering and Design, where I would like to mention that most of our international students are coming. But at the same time, if you're interested in informatics, we have a very strong faculty there. We also have social sciences faculty, electrical, electronics engineering faculty, mathematical and natural sciences, and civil engineering and architecture. Also, we have one faculty in another city, in Panevėžys. It's Faculty of Technologies and Business. Also, we have a partnership, and one of the programs is being taught in Vilnius. So that's located in the capital and in University of Management and Business. We also have 8 research institutes. So our doctorate students, they have a possibility to choose where they intend to work at. And about our community. At the moment, we have a little bit more than 8,000 students. 5,815 students are bachelor students. A little bit more than 2,000 students are masters, and 300 are PhD. At the moment, we have more than 1,000 students, international students, and we are very proud of it, and around 1,000 of academic staff. So about our students. At the moment, we have 44 bachelor programs, and 19 of them are being taught in English. Master 54, 25, and out of them, 25 in English, PhD 19, and all of them are in English. We have one integrated program, which is architecture. which means that students study for 5 years, and after that, instead of bachelor's, they receive master's degree program. About our programs, well, as we are University of Technology, we have many programs to offer in engineering programs, but at the same time, as I mentioned, we have informatics, architecture, social sciences programs. Yeah, so you can choose from many programs that we have. And the same goes for master's degree programs. Most of them are engineering, but at the same time, again, we offer informatics, economics faculty, we have accounting and auditing, international business programs. We offer architecture. So here it's 2 years if integrated is considered from bachelor's. This is like just from master's. And our prices, so basically for bachelor programs, it really depends on the field which you want to study. So social sciences programs would be cheaper and engineering would be more expensive. The price ranges from 1,700 up to 3,200. And for master degree programs, it starts from 3,000 euros up to 4,300 euros per year. Another thing which I would like to share is the MA Plus model. It was launched on 2016, and basically how it goes, the students have a possibility to choose additional programs to have more experience in the field they want to. So as I can show the example for the career opportunities. So for example, if they take vehicle engineering as a master's degree program, they can take additional courses as business process and chain supply management. In this way, they have better opportunities for their career to work, for example, on transport and logistics expert. So PhD studies, as I already mentioned, all our PhD studies are offered in English. We have 18 fields of science PhD summer school. We offer intensive PhD courses and 8 research institutes. So about scholarships, most probably it's important for most of you. First of all, we offer tuition fee waiver for our international students, which means that basically all our applicants are candidates for the tuition fee waiver. And once they apply, we are reviewing if we can provide the tuition fee waiver for them. In this case, we cover all their tuition fee for bachelor's or master's degree. We also offer tuition fee discount for selected countries. So I would like to mention that Turkey is one of them, and we offer lower prices for Turkey. Loyalty program. This program applies for the students who already studied at KTU. For example, they graduated from bachelor's degree program, and they intend to apply for master's. In that case, we offer a discount for their further studies. And scholarships for KTU students. Also, it's a great opportunity for currently studying students because they can apply for talent scholarship if if they're studying well, if they're being active as part of KTU, like students participating in, let's say, events, joining different programs. So shortly about our campus. First of all, it's green, it's safe, and it's central. So first of all, it's very easy to reach the city center. It's really close and takes like 20 minutes just to get to the city center. Our dormitories are located in the campus. So for most of the faculties, it takes like 10 minutes by foot to reach them. And it depends on the size of the dormitory, but it costs about from 90 up to 140 euros per month. We have free and fast Wi-Fi. At the ROM, Wi-Fi is available everywhere in the campus. And yeah, shopping centers are everywhere around. It's easy to reach them, like takes about 10 minutes in walking distance. And as I already mentioned, the average cost of living is around 440-50 euros, but it really depends on like the habits. So about our student lives. We have programs that I would like to share. It's gifted, guided, wanted, inspired, activated, united, and discovered. I will explain about each of them quickly. So let's begin with the discovered. The discovered program is basically about our Erasmus and exchange programs. So our students have a possibility to do their exchange studies or internships, not only in Europe, but neighbor countries and other countries like in other continents. So that's one thing that we always recommend for our students, to go and study abroad, to get more experience and meet new people. Activated. This is for the students who would like to be more active. So first of all, we offer free of charge gym. Any student can join it. We have body design, step power, Pilates, Tabata, Kalinetics. Basically, I'm sure that any student can choose what he likes. Aside of that, we have badminton team, football team, basketball. So this just it's possible to find anything you like. Yeah, so as I already mentioned, we have teams, students who are being active, participating and joining the team. They can apply for scholarship as well. So that's a great possibility for the team players. Our ambassadors program. So we have students who are representing KTU for the others who would like to join, who are ready, like our ambassadors are ready to always to contact everyone who would like to join KTU and share their experience at university. Yeah, we have ambassadors from different countries, including Turkey. If you wish to talk to our ambassadors, I'm ready to share their contacts. Mentorship program that would, so we have mentors for all our students who are coming to university if they wish to have a mentor. So our students who are already studying at KTU, they're ready to help for our new students to get used to not only the university, but also the city, country, to help them and no matter like if they need any help. We have research mentors as well, so they're helping what's related to the study program and their research projects. We have tutors, career mentors, academic advisors. So student life on campus, we have leisure center, student organizations, sport facilities, various events. Our student groups are very active. So we have events for all our students ready to join. We have cultural events where they can represent their culture, country, and get to meet more people at university. So why KTU? First of all, I would like to mention that students, they can get individually fine-tuned study plan. Professors, they're always ready to help them to arrange the plan for our students. Our degree is globally recognized, which I believe is very important for all of us. It's #1 technological university in Lithuania. Our students are best valued by employers in Lithuania. Bilingual students, campus and studies environment. So students will never have an issue like here are students like living all together, international Lithuanian students staying in the same campus. We have joint study programs, double degree. So one of the program is offers to take courses even in Florida, USA, which means that students have a possibility to have a semester abroad and come back, continue their studies for the same price they're paying at KTU. Work placements, internships, and career opportunities. Our students, graduates, they're doing internships and working in global companies such as NASA, Tesla, Google, and other corporations. And requirements. So for our bachelor's degree, we have CGPA at least 60% or higher, maximum 3 years after high school graduation is eligible, and minimum average grade in each entry subject. The entry subject depends on the study program you're applying to, so that should be checked once applying, and proficiency in English. We also, if needed, we also have our own test which can be taken. And for master's degree, it's quite similar, so except that we need university bachelor's degree in the field, depending where you want to apply, and CGPA should be 60% or higher. Motivation interview, which is done via Skype, and again for IELTS it should be 6 or higher. So why KTU? It's up to you. And if you want to contact us, you can reach us online. You can check our website, email us, or reach us via Facebook. That would be all for now.
Sylvia, thank you so much. That was quite fast. I wasn't expecting. It's good though. Let's check the questions. We have one question on the questions tab, if you can see it. And after you respond to this, we can wait around for more questions because we have a lot of time.
Yes. Okay, so let me check for. So for the language, only English language is required. So you do not need to learn Lithuanian unless you want to. We have a Lithuanian preparatory, not preparatory, like course that we offer for our students. It's free of charge, but you don't have to take it if you don't want to. So all you need to, you need to speak in English only. And yes, since for now we do not have more questions, maybe I just could mention a little bit. You're often being asked if it's possible to transfer from another university, so there's such a possibility as well. In that case as well, you can just contact us and we would help you with the transfer. And would we have more questions maybe?
Meanwhile, you can mention about social life, the city, or other things that you want to talk about, because we have like 25 minutes to go.
All right. So first of all, well, I can mention by myself one thing that we are proud of. We call it like our city as like basketball city as well. Lithuania, I know that even in Turkey is famous for Žalgiris team, so this is where you can meet Žalgiris players here as well. And well, it's a big thing here. So not only for students, but for all citizens, they attend the games here as well. One thing is that Lithuanians, especially the young generation, they speak in English well. So you would not have any issues to communicating with locals here. The city, as I already mentioned, is located basically in the center of Lithuania, which is a great, it's really good because you can always reach any place in like an hour or two. So even if you want to go out, if you want to reach the capital just for the weekend, let's say, it takes an hour and you're already there. Also, one important thing that I think it's important for students especially is the expenses here. So I'd like to mention that it's pretty cheap. For example, as a student, you get a card for public transportation for buses here. So it's like about 6 euros per month only, and you can take as many rides as you need. As a student, you have 80% discount for public transportation in the city, and also a 50% discount as a student to travel from one city to another. I can see the question, as a master student, do students have work permit during studies? So as a student, first of all, you arrive having national visa here. In that case, you cannot work as a student, but you can apply for temporary residence permit. As a student, you anyways need to apply for temporary residence permit. Usually visa is issued only for 6 or 12 months. So before it expires, you need to apply for temporary residence permit here. If you have temporary residence permit here, you can work for up to 20 hours per week, which is part-time job. And I see Larry is asking where can we assess tuition fees for international students. So you can either contact us. We would assist you based on the program that you're interested in, or you can check in our official website. So first of all, you can check our ktu.edu website, where you can see all the information about the study program, about the career possibilities, modules that you would be taking. I really advise to check the website. And if you want to check another one is the application portal. So it's apply.ktu.edu, where you can see where you can apply, but at the same time it gives you the detailed information as well. So their prices are shown for each study program as well. And I see the question from Halil. Do you have only one master program in health sciences? Well, basically, yes. We have medical physics that we offer, but like mainly, as already mentioned, we focus on engineering courses. So yeah, we do not offer medicine at our university. So if oh yeah, and I see the question from Seljan. Do locals speak English? Do students need to learn the local language to survive? You really don't need to learn Lithuanian to survive. Our young generation usually, as I already mentioned, usually speaks in English well. And so if you go anywhere, I'm sure that you would be able to communicate in English language only. Hello, Elena. I see your question about the psychology department. Just a second. So I would like to clarify a bit, because as a department, we do not have psychology department. I'm guessing that you are asking about the program. Unfortunately, it's not open for this intake. It could be open next year, but at the moment we do not offer the program. So basically, if you want to check all our programs that are offered for this intake, the easiest way to do that is just to go to our application portal, which is, as I mentioned, is apply.ktu.edu. And all the programs that are listed there are open for this admission. For Turkish citizens, the deadline to apply is the end of July. And yeah, I see Lal. If the student has studied undergraduate in English, is it necessary to take the IELTS exam? No, in this case, you do not need to take IELTS exam. In this case, you just need to provide a document if it's not stated in your diploma that your previous studies were in English language. Also, as I mentioned earlier, we have our own test prepared if needed, if we see that we should check the language to be sure. So in that case, you can take our test, which is free of charge. I hope that I answered to your question clearly, but if I didn't, you can always ask me once again. And I did not mention yet, but I don't know how many of you here, for which degree you're interested in, but all our PhD programs are state funded. which means that you do not need to pay for the studies, and there's a scholarship for all our students. The first year is 730 euros. The second year is 800 euros per month. Also, I would like to mention that we have students from Turkey as well. So if we talk about the communication here, and I'm sure that first of all you would get help from our Turkish students. Well, if you have any issues, I'm sure that helps when you have someone to communicate in your native language. But then again, as I mentioned, our locals usually they have no issues communicating in English as well. Myself, I noticed, I spend a lot of time with our students. So yeah, as I know, they never had issues going to public places. I don't know, communicating on basic needs. It's always pretty easy to communicate with locals here. Would be there more questions? Also, since there are no more questions, I can mention a little bit more. There was a question about work permit, and I've mentioned about visas. So for all Turkish citizens, the easy thing is that, first of all, there's an embassy of Lithuania in Ankara. So first of all, to travel to Lithuania, you would need to apply for visa. But the good thing is that we have not only the embassy in Ankara, but also there are visa centers. So there are visa centers in Istanbul, in Izmir, and as I know, in more cities as well. So I'm pretty sure that it's quite easy to apply and get all the documents needed. Also, there's an embassy of Turkey in Lithuania. So as I know, it makes a lot easier for our students here if anything is needed. And yes, as I mentioned, for the visa, students usually get 12 months visa to study in Lithuania. But at the same time, once you arrive, you can apply for temporary residence permit right away, if, for example, you want to look for a job here. Having visa, basically you have the same status as having temporary residence permit. The only difference, as I mentioned, you cannot work when having visa. You can do that only if you have temporary residence permit. Also, I can see that Yusuf, you've asked to share the contact of our ambassadors. So first of all, it can be found on our website, officialktu.edu, but can I share after the presentation with the links? Maybe that would be easier as well to find us. If you have more questions, I'm here to answer. Also, I could mention, since we have time, myself, I lived in Turkey, so I can compare life in Turkey and Lithuania as well. I came back from Turkey in 2018, so it wasn't such a long time ago. And the difference, I guess I could mention, is the cities are not so crowded here, but at the same time, it's very green here, peaceful, and life is more chill here, I guess. Although at the same time, I can tell that in Turkey people are relaxed, but at the same time here, since it's less crowded, you don't need to worry about anything. It's very easy. You can walk from any distance. Even if you want to reach the city center from the campus, you can walk. It's 4 kilometers, if I'm not mistaken. So everything is quite close from one place to another.
Well, Celia, thank you so much. It seems like we don't have any more questions, but we still have 15 minutes. So if you want to wait around a little bit more to see more questions, we can wait. Or otherwise, you can drop your email address in the chat box so people can get back to you with more questions if they want.
Well, I could wait for the questions, but at the same time, like, I can share the links, I guess, since we had a question from Yusuf Yilmaz about the ambassadors. I guess I can share the link as well.
Yeah.
And yes, since we have time, we can do
Okay.
that. And I see the question from Salim. Does university provide facilities such as labs, research centers? So yes, in each faculty there are labs and students are working there. They have all the access that they need to the labs, research centers as well. So hello, Mustafa. Yeah, about Aviation Department, we have, if you're planning to apply for bachelor's degree program, we have aviation engineering. And for the master's degree program, we have aeronautical engineering. So that's like a continuous program. If you're studying at aviation engineering for bachelor's, you can continue your studies at aeronautical engineering. And since we came late, yes, it's 4 years study program for bachelor's, 2 years for master's. And since you came late, I guess you did not hear that, but like our students, so particularly from this study program, they do internships and work afterwards at NASA as well, like some students, of course, not all of them. So I believe that it's a great opportunity. And as I remember, we have students studying at this program from Turkey as well. No, okay, so basically about the prices, yeah, our prices depend on the program. The cheaper programs are like from the social sciences faculty. Engineering programs are a bit more expensive, but aviation engineering costs the same price as any other engineering study program. You can see the prices on our official website. I can also mention the application portal where you can check everything. So this is the website where you can check our application portal. And basically here you can see which programs are open for this intake. And by clicking on a particular program, you will see detailed information about it. Well, we do not regarding the piloting and engineering, it's not exactly the same. So we are focusing on engineering side more. Like we do not prepare for piloting, unfortunately. You're welcome. I hope that I have answered to your questions. If not, you can always contact us and we are ready to help and answer to other questions. Rica ederim Kral. So about life, depends what you would like to know a bit more. I don't know if you missed everything I shared, but shortly I can just share the most important information. So I believe that it's important that it's comparably cheap place to live. Like if we talk about Kaunas in general, it says like basically for adults it needs like about 400 euros per month here. So as a student you have discounts to begin for like the public transportation. If you are staying in the dormitory, then living expenses are quite cheap as well. Basically in the campus the prices of the dormitory depends on the size of the room, so it can be from 90 euros up to 140 euros per month, and that's like everything is included. You have fast internet, which is accessible not only in the dormitories but as well in the campus to university. And you do not need to pay additional money for living, only for the room. For the public transportation, I can compare, let's say, at least to Istanbul. The good thing here is that we have fixed ticket. You pay about a little bit less than 6 euros per month, and you can take unlimited rides bus here. And to get from since the campus is located not actually in the city center, to get there by bus you would need like 20 minutes. Here we don't have heavy traffic, so it's really easy to communicate anytime. Selen, can you let students know if you offer help services for coronavirus or other health issues? Basically, so students can get assistance if needed, but at the same time they have usually students are required to have insurance. So if anything is needed, they would still need to go to a hospital or clinics to get help there. But as I mentioned, as I just said, if any help needed, we are always ready to help our students. Is the climate cold here? I would not say so. Yes, it's a little bit colder than I can compare it to Istanbul well. So it's a little bit colder here, but at the same time, winters are not that cold here anymore. Like this winter was usually a 0 plus 5 degrees. So we did not have lots of snow as most of the people imagine here. Right now we have about 12 degrees, I would say, and for the summer it can go above 30 degrees. So we usually have hot summers and it's quite dry. Now it's a little bit rainy, but I wouldn't say that it's very cold. Selim, what makes Kaunas special from other cities in Lithuania? It's actually an interesting question, but first of all, I had a discussion about this with my colleagues as well, and we agreed that, as I just said, it's not a capital, so it's less crowded city, and at some point maybe how to say, it might look like you have less activities, but it's not true. So first of all, you have everything you need at one place. You don't have we don't have traffic, but at the same time we have parties for students, we have activities, events, a lot, really a lot of events. As I already mentioned, we are proud of our basketball team. Žalgiris here. They often play versus Fenerbahce, so You get to see players here coming to the city, and yeah, you simply like Kaunas is located in a really nice place. We have two rivers here, so it's not only the city by itself beautiful, but the nature around as well. To be honest, I do not know how big the community is here, but we do have it here. I know that like recently there was Turkish shop opened here. We have students studying at KTU and other universities as well. So I'm sure that you would have no issues like finding other Turkish citizens living here. Mustafa, Lithuanian people are keeping distance in general, but they are not warm as Turkish people. Is that correct? Well, I have to agree and disagree a bit. So basically, I would say that it takes a little bit of time to get to know Lithuanian, and then we become warm and we become more friendly. But in the beginning, maybe we are not as friendly as Turkish people, if I like, so, as I can compare. But at the same time, Lithuanians are like always ready to help like everyone. If you need help, you can just ask, and they're like willing to help you if any way you need. And well, thank you. I think that Lithuanians are good people. Yeah, as I just said, we're ready to help, and usually students, like I see students like they are fine, like meeting new people here, and they're becoming friends, and so I believe that there are no issues about this. And Tatarians, they're like different community here. There's like a community of Tatar people living in one town in Lithuania. Yeah. I believe that there are Vilnius, but as well the community lives in Trakai. It's a quite small town, not so far from Vilnius. Yes. So as I can see, you already know about Lithuania a bit.
So we have 2 more minutes. We can take one last question.
So if there are any questions, I'm ready to answer. Thank you, Mustafa. Thank you. Yeah, I believe that nature is really beautiful in Lithuania. We have everything, like you can travel to the Baltic Sea if you want to see the sand dunes. You can travel to the cities if you want to see the old towns. Like, it's really nice. Well, sometimes it takes time, I believe, to get to know people. Thank you for attending the presentation, and if you have any questions, you can always contact me. I hope to keep in touch with you online via email. Thank you, Selim.
Thank you, Sylvia, for participating. Everything was great. I hope that the students also found it beneficial, so they can contact you for more questions on your personal email.
Anytime.
All right, great. Take care then.
Bye.
Bye.